My little sister received visits from the Feather Lady. Every morning at breakfast, starting when she was 6, my younger sister Claire would tell us about some sort of fairy or angel simply known as the Feather Lady, who would come into her room whenever she was alone. She described the Feather Lady as being a head taller than Mom, with white feathers covering most of her body. She also had scaly arms and legs with bird-like claws on the ends, gigantic yellow eyes, a large pointed nose, long feathery ears that looked like moth antennae, and sharp teeth like a cat. Her most notable features were her enormous glittering wings that sprouted from behind each shoulder. Her wingspan was wide enough to fill Claire's entire bedroom. Claire said that the Feather Lady somehow always knew when she was alone and would climb into the window less than a minute after someone left the room. Conversely, the Feather Lady also knew the exact second someone would enter and was able to vanish out the window as soon as the door opened. But she would still be there, hanging out right by the window, waiting to re-enter the room as soon as Claire was alone again. My sister said that whenever the Feather Lady visited, the two would play games and tell each other stories until she left. Claire continued to tell these tales of the Feather Lady up until she was 10. We played along with the stories, happy that she had an imaginary friend to hang out with, since she had no friends of her own. That was before she disappeared. I'll never forget that fateful day. In the beginning of July, when I was 15 years old, I heard my dad crying out from right outside Claire's room. Me and Mom ran to see what was wrong. Claire was gone, and all that was left was a huge white feather on her bed, the size of an ostrich feather. We searched around the house, wondering if she was just playing a game with us, but she was nowhere to be found. We called the police. They searched around town, but couldn't find a single trace of her anywhere. A few days later, a hiker reported finding the rotting corpse of a little girl impaled on a sharp metal pole high up on one of the nearby mountains. The body was identified as that of Claire. To say my family never fully recovered from this incident is putting it lightly. My mom still has anxiety attacks every July on the anniversary of Claire's disappearance, while my dad gained a phobia of birds and other flying animals. It didn't help when I later learned that there's a family of birds known as shrikes that kill prey by impaling them on thorns, just like what happened to my sister. It's been 15 years. I live by myself now. I still get paranoid at night and have difficulty sleeping without some sort of background noise like the radio or a movie playing on my TV. Just a few days ago, I found a huge white feather on my floor, identical to the one we found in Claire's room. Worse, I looked under the bed and found a huge blue egg the size of a football. The egg is currently sitting on my desk as I type this. I haven't told my parents yet because I don't want to make them more panicky than they already are. Every now and then I swear I see some sort of movement outside my window. I really hope it's just my anxious imagination. I dread the day the Feather Lady's egg hatches. I know it'll be hatching soon because I can feel something moving around inside whenever I touch it. I get nervous thinking about what will emerge from that shell, but I don't want to destroy it. I know the Feather Lady is watching me. Who knows what she'll do if she catches me smashing her egg. The best case scenario I can think of is that she'll simply lay another one, but knowing what she did to my sister, I imagine she'll do something even worse to me if I destroy that egg.